This is a Bosch Rexroth ctrlX CORE X3, and this is an EFC5610 inverter drive. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the EtherCAT Master app on the X3 so it can communicate with the EFC5610. Hello, I'm Simon from the Inverter Drive Supermarket. In the previous video, I showed you how to configure an EFC5610 inverter drive for EtherCAT. Now we're going to connect it to a ctrlX CORE X3 and establish EtherCAT communication between the two. To do this, the X3 must have the EtherCAT Master app installed and licensed. Our X3 already has it, so make sure yours does too. If you don't yet have the app or license, there's a link in the description to our video covering that process. We'll also need the ctrlX Works software package installed on this PC. ctrlX Works is the central engineering tool used across the ctrlX platform. It includes software management, virtual core, and the environment required for app development. We'll be adding additional tools through Works shortly. To download ctrlX Works, open a browser and go to community.boschrexroth.com. Click ctrlX Automation, then Download. Select your location if prompted and log in. If you don't already have an account, take a moment to register. Search for ctrlX Works Engineering. Open the folder in the results, then select the version that matches your controller's firmware. This X3 is running version 2.6, so that's the version we'll use. Click on the arrow to download the latest version of the installer. Extract the file and run the installation. Open ctrlX Works and go to Settings, Set Up Engineering Tools. At the moment, no tools are installed, so we need to add the I/O engineering package, which is required to configure the EtherCAT Master. Click Browse ctrlX Store. Scroll down and search for ctrlX I/O Engineering. Open the result, accept the terms, and click Download. Select your location if prompted, and log in again if required. Open the ctrlX I/O Engineering folder, and choose the version that matches the X3 firmware, in our case 2.6, and click the download arrow next to the latest version. Extract the file and then run the installer. The software is now installed, so let's configure the EtherCAT Master app on the X3. To connect your laptop to the X3, use a standard Ethernet cable and the XF10 engineering port at the top. Make sure your laptop is on the same subnet as the X3, then open a browser and go to 192.168.1.1. If you see a certificate warning, click Proceed. It's OK to continue. Log in using your usual credentials. In the navigation panel on the left, click EtherCAT Master. Then click Add EtherCAT Master. You can rename it if you wish. The port should be set to XF50. It's the only option. Click Add. The state changes from init for initializing to op for operating, but we can see that the topology is not OK. That's because the X3 doesn't yet know what devices are connected. We'll fix this using the ctrlX I/O engineering software we installed earlier. Click the ctrlX I/O icon in the top right corner. Give your project a name. I'll call mine Demo I/O Project and click OK. Right-click EtherCAT Master in the Devices panel and select Scan for Devices. The scan has found both the bus coupler and the EFC5610. Click Insert All Newly Scanned Devices. It's the top button. Click Apply, then OK. The devices now appear in the panel. At this point, the configuration only exists locally on the laptop. We now need to download it to the X3. Right-click the EtherCAT Master node and select Download. A warning appears saying that the X3 is currently in operating mode and needs to switch to initialization mode to apply the changes. That's fine, click Yes. Before closing, click Save Project. This uploads a copy to the X3 so you can access it later from another PC. When prompted, enter the X3 username and password to allow the transfer. Close ctrlX I/O Engineering and return to the X3 web interface. The controller is now in operating mode, and under Diagnostics we can see that the state is running. Everything is working correctly. The X3 and EFC5610 are now communicating over EtherCAT. Now that the EtherCAT Master is set up, we're ready to configure the PLC, which we'll do in the next video. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It really helps support the channel. See you next time. This video is for educational purposes only. Always follow official manufacturer documentation and safety instructions.